that I am live now. Good morning from Kumamoto, Japan. Sorry about that. Starting my broadcast about the usual place here. Somebody's going to work. Kids going somewhere. All right, so anyway, kids going to their nursery school. That's cool. All right, so like I said, this is my about the usual spot that I start my broadcast. So I guess we're good to go here. All right. Let's see, so I better get talking. Okay, so here are the cherry trees again that are again starting to bloom. Just starting. You can see, maybe you can see a couple of blooms there, but yeah, they're on the verge. On the verge. Little sasa there, the type of bamboo. Like I said, the cherry trees, quite common along this particular street in this area, as well as along the rivers and at the university campuses. There goes the bus. Goodbye, bus. So the cherry trees will be coming into bloom here. I'm gonna take a walk by the cherry trees on my way to the office today. Today I do have a meeting at 10 o'clock my time. To give you a frame of reference, it's 10 after 9 in the morning right now. So in 50 minutes, 50 minutes, I have a meeting. It's a safe meeting. It's an online meeting. So I can take my mask off and still be in the meeting. That's a comfort. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock. Those usually run for an hour or a little more. When the meeting is over, since I'll be at my computer anyway, I thought that I would crank out another USA Peace Game quiz. Now, yesterday, I had actually scheduled the USA Peace Game quiz, but I got talking about Japan. Again, I got started on the cherry blossoms, and from that, continued to talk about Japan. And so that just seemed to naturally feed into the Japan game quiz that I also do. So yesterday I did the Japan game quiz in place of the USA Peace Game quiz. Gozaimasu. So anyway, baby in car. Yeah, interesting. They use English for certain things here. So the little sign in the back of the family vehicle will say baby in car for some reason. Not exactly sure why they do that. There's a little overpass that's going over the railroad tracks that I also have to cross in order to enter the university campus. But again, we're on the narrow street here. Not too much traffic, which is why I like this street. Go walk in the middle of the street doing a broadcast and don't have to worry too much about getting run over. Not too much. Whose messages am I missing? Okay, Peter Bittner. Hello from Seattle. Hello. To Ulaanbaatar. Okay. Ulaanbaatar. Okay, I'm not actually, let's see. Are the cherry trees only decorative and have no berries? That is correct, yeah. Of course, there are cherry trees that have the cherries, the berries on them, but the ornamental cherry trees actually don't produce the edible berries. They're only for decoration. Good question, yeah. Something that a lot of people don't ask, but yeah, it's kind of a interesting fact about those cherry trees. They are only decorative. Seems almost a little wasteful to have a fruit tree that is only decorative. I guess they're not a fruit tree if they're only decorative. But yeah, they are quite beautiful. And I think cherry trees and the cherry blossoms are such a big part of Japanese culture, or a good indicator of Japanese culture, in the fact that the cherry trees, you wait all year for that short expanse of time when the cherry trees are actually blooming and beautiful. It's only, like I said, only about a week, maybe 10 days in a good year when they're really at their peak. Well, they're really only at their peak for maybe 2 or 3 days, but they're more or less really enjoyable to look at for about, oh, hello from Portland. Thank you, thank you. Sorry, I don't have my reading glasses on as I'm walking here. I only need my glasses for reading, and I don't have them on, so I can't really see the names if they're written too smallly here. But whoever you are from Portland, thank you for tuning in. Tuning in. Oh, that's a antiquated term, isn't it? We used to tune into the radio and the early televisions tune in, but now you just select a channel, right? Or here, just click on a link to open up the channel. You're not actually tuning in, but I guess that's kind of a linguistic artifact that we still tune into someone's broadcast. Oh yeah, so this is as raw as it gets because I don't really know what I'm doing. There goes the train. Something kind of interesting about Japan and their trains. They really seem to love trains, and they will. You'll often see, especially the children, standing and waving at the trains as they go by. I don't know. We didn't really have passenger trains in Iowa, that, at least not the part of Iowa that I lived in. Which, okay, so yes, I'm from Iowa originally. So I never really thought of waving at a train. The only trains that I saw, and there were trains, of course, but they were basically freight trains. So you wave at the freight train, nobody's going to wave back. But here in Japan, you often see, especially young children, that wave at the trains as they go by. Oh, someone has a nice car. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, these are the cherry trees here. along this small stream. If you saw my broadcast yesterday, I walked along here also to show you. And the area that is going to be just overwhelmed with cherry blossoms in just a few days from now. Again, let me give you kind of a close up here. That's the blossoms that are just, the buds have swollen to the point that they're ready to burst forth with the flowers, but not quite yet. And this particular little bridge here, as you can see, there are cherry trees on the left side, on the left bank, cherry trees on the right bank. White or pink, I guess we'll soon see. Yes, majority are pink, but there is also the white variety. So both. Yeah. I think these are pink. They're beautiful pink, a light pink. But there is also the white variety, as I said. Well, I guess I could walk up there and show you. Oh, there's a tree there that's you can see in the distance there that has actually already bloomed. But I think we'll come back this way because this is more on my way. There's another tree that is blooming. Yes, me and James Tiberius Kirk. Yes, yes, James T. Kirk. Now, we're both from Iowa. I'm a little less fictitious than he is, but who's to say? Okay, so again, as I pointed out yesterday, oh, they've trimmed the bushes here, so you can get over there, but they've replanted more bushes. So there's really not a place to picnic here, which is what I was talking about, picnicking, getting together with friends, family, and or company, fellow company employees is a big thing about the hanami, the flower viewing. Right, so here's a tree that is, maybe 20%, 30% bloomed. Yeah, they actually, as part of the forecast, they'll start giving forecasts about the cherry blossoms and to what extent the cherry blossoms are blooming, are opened in different parts of the country. You can actually, this year with the COVID, probably not, but you could actually take tours, arrange a tour to kind of follow the cherry blossoms because, of course, farther south it gets warm sooner. So I haven't heard about it this year, again, because of COVID, people are not traveling. But Okinawa, of course, has cherry trees, and their trees, of course, bloom before the southwest part of Japan where I am, and we bloom before the northeast, the northern part, the Tokyo areas and so on. Sorry about that. That was probably a very loud train going by there. We have arrived at the station. This is the place where I cross the street and cross the railroad tracks to enter the university. So again, it's about time for me to draw this broadcast to a close for now, but Moreno Valley, oh, share. Thank you. Yes, share. If you have the time and interest, later on today, I plan to be doing a American Peace Game quiz. It should be about, an hour and a half. Wait a minute. No, probably 2 hours from now. About 2 hours from now. I can't give you an exact time because I can't begin the broadcast until my meeting is finished. And so when the meeting is finished, I will, in good time, begin my broadcast. All right, so again, time to sign off. Thank you all for visiting me here. I'll keep you apprised of the status of the cherry blossoms as they continue to bloom. See you again later. Goodbye.